Hey, what's up? I'm Rollercoaster Rider, and here I am with Season 1, Episode 10, entitled Pretty Con. Um, this episode had some good parts, but then it had Dude Bro, which I'm not a fan of. I'm not going to get into why, I'm just not a fan. Anyway, the show starts with Frankie wanting Paige to get out of there as soon as possible because Pretty Con is going to take over the Bugle studio. Um, One problem already is that while it is it's very obvious that Frankie doesn't like pretty con or pretty people like with a bunch of Amelias. It's not very clearly explained as to why. She talks about how there's going to be a bunch of Amelias, which leads into a pretty funny gag about like 10 Amelias, and then um so that's the kind of the beginning, which does make a whole lot of sense. And then Amelie comes in, and whilst Frankie, it was or no, when Paige, it was revealed that she is secretly excited about PrettyCon. When she hears that Meredith Brooks is going to be there, she's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm going. We're both going. We're both going to go to PrettyCon." The reason why Amelie can't is because of her assistant, which is a pretty funny comment, and um it shows Amelia perfectly. Meanwhile, at this convention, they meet this little kid who, uh, what's her name? Where they meet this girl named Dee Dee, who is who Amelia very clearly sees as like a enemy and as a potential threat to her career. Yeah, there's some funny bits like she's ruining my life or she's trying to destroy me when all she's doing is like saying hi and like be glitterific. Um so Frankie and Paige try to make sure that Amelia wins this year's convention, because if she does, then she'll play the Bad Hair Day music video for Bizaardvark, which is streamed to millions of people on the Bugle website. So they have that reason. Um, it ends up resulting in a tie. And I'm not going to exactly say who's the winner, but because it's a pretty funny way on how they determine the winner that Amelia decides. Along the way, Frankie, who was previously like against PrettyCon and didn't want to be dealt with, didn't want to have to deal with all the PrettyCon ladies and people. Um, she kind of gets like either attacked or bombarded by like four of them at the same time, and then comes back as Pretty Frankie. While as Paige is starstruck and happy that she's at this PrettyCon convention, and, talking about how to quickly do braids, even saying like this will save me 7 hours every morning, which is pretty funny. Meanwhile, the B storyline involves Dude Bro and Bernie and a bunch of other guys, where they're doing Dude Con, I believe. That way they can balance the universe. There's a pretty funny mention, or there's a pretty funny Christmas joke with Bernie, where he says he's Jewish. His words, not mine. Um, and he wants to do this dude convention, but he can't. But Dude Bro says you can't until you've qualified for everything. So they put him through kind of the ringer, so to speak, by making him smell burps, by making him fight cacti, and by making him kick a beehive that's empty. Or is it? Anyway, I would say the Bad Hair Day video is pretty catchy, as is the song. I'm sure JJ or Kay would probably talk about how they've had some pretty bad hair days. Um, I don't really care much about my hair, so whatever. Um, let's see what else. What did I think of the episode? I thought it was pretty good. All of the act I would what's weird for a show like this is that I would say Amelia, Bernie, and to a certain degree, Dude Bro, were kind of more brought up as stronger characters in this episode, especially. Well, now that I think about it, you know what? I'll say Amelia is this episode's MVP because she kind of had to carry this episode. It was mostly focused on her, and yeah, I think she did pretty well. And yeah, she's pretty charming. Um, I don't know what the moral of this episode is. I guess it's never think, or just because someone is just because someone is younger doesn't mean you're going to be forgotten. I think that's the main message from the episode. Um but yeah, Bad Hair Day, man, that's a catchy song. Uh let's see. Do I have anything else to say? Um I think that's about it. There's a pretty funny bit involving toes and hairs, and there's also another funny bit about with a ponytail. But I'm not going to reveal anything else. Okay. So until next time, I'm Roller Coaster Rider, and what's the next episode I'm going to review? Yay! Animals! Okay, bye.